We are understanding that right now we need to go to that Adamawa now?
Yes, we will get there as quickly as we can, but in the meantime, before we get to Adamawa and get those clearer visuals, those concerns that were raised by...
Yeah, there you go. It's clear now.
Okay. Okay, there we have it. The presidential candidate of the PDP, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, going through the process. This is coming live from Adamawa State. It does seem that he's with his wife, Titi, if I can, if that's her, if I'm not getting it wrong, but because this is aside from this angle that we're looking at, it seems to suggest that that is Titi Abubakar. But you can see that it's quite tight, a tight shot, and I hope that we're not going to get to that point where it becomes difficult to make your way through.
When are we going to have a situation in Nigeria where aspirants go alone to cast their vote without all these aides, you know, all around them? It's just one vote.
Yeah, but many people surrounding them.
You know?
It's the interest, the interest. You know, the politics today you cannot divorce from the followership that you get. So they'll
but
be
these
there,
followers are meant to vote too, which means they're denied an opportunity to do that.
Well, maybe by the time he leaves,
no,
they fall back in line.
They fall back in line.
Really?
Hoping that they all have their PBCs and have their numbers given to them when they arrive at the polling unit. But there you can see the voter register, as you've seen in some of the other polling units that we brought to you in the course of the program here today. So we were told that, yes, if you get there, you see the register pasted on the wall. You can check it.
This doesn't appear to be accessible, though, because it's right behind them.
So you see, they seem to have different scenarios for different areas. So whatever works for them at that time, if they just need to ensure that the process is seamless, devoid of any rancor, such that you don't have any area, you know, just flaring up as it were. But now you see he's got his PVCs. They're checking for the name.
He's being checked on the voter register, physical voter register. And as we also remember one of the INEC National Commissioners saying earlier, the process of this election is going to be based on the location. So it depends on how much space we have, you know, at each of these polling units. Okay, it's 1 minute 42 seconds since it started, so I'm timing. See how long it'll take before he's able to cast his vote. He's getting his ballot papers now, and himself and his wife are being attended to about the same time.
Well, so it's all part of that process. When you get there, your thumb, there's an ink, they mark you, then you proceed. But we'll look to see what scenario plays out here. You know, we've seen in particular in Anambra, some of the electoral officials had to go back and forth with the ink with which you were going to thumbprint, and then we saw a different scenario in Benue. But now in Adamawa, what will the situation be? But what you can see now, which you alluded to at the moment concerning the circumstances surrounding the casting of your ballot. I'd like to see, okay, but I can see the cubicle from here. I can see the table on the cubicle. So if one drops or he's about to cast his vote, the cameras may, from the look of things now, just may pick where the thumbprint goes. You know, they need to maintain a distance.
They need to maintain a distance. Clearly there's a barricade there, but they seem to have broken that, and that is that's not appropriate.
So the PSS barricade is fluid.
It's fluid. So perhaps it's a lesson to learn for INEC to maybe try to see if better barricades.
Well, at least our camera is not picking who he's thumbprinting. So I don't know which camera is there. If I can't see from there.
I just saw a box on the floor. I'm hoping it's not on the floor, but it looks like, I mean, from the camera angle, it looks like one of the ballot boxes.
No, there are three of them actually lined up, but
on the floor.
I'm sure they're on the
table.
It looks like on the floor.
Wow.
But when he gets to that point where he will have to cast his ballot, then we will see if it is actually on the floor, on the ground there, or it's maybe on a table of sorts, or a bench.
Chair, as in Benue State. Okay, it's 4 minutes, 11 seconds now.
And what part of what informs that is a different timing concerning how long it takes you to read a smart card reader. The INEC ICT man, Mr. Wanfo, told us yesterday that it takes you an average of about a minute or two for your card to be read by the smart card reader. So it's a different process afterwards when you get into the cubicle and then you thumbprint. So we can't exactly see now if the ink pad is on the cubicle, the table of the cubicle. So
well, so far he's not complaining. He's not asking for a box or anything.
So it's just that it's there. So, but if he folds his ballot, we also want to see if he's going to unfold the ballot at the point where he's about to drop it in the ballot box. So the ballot boxes.
Perhaps the lesson there would be that each of the papers will be color-coded as well, so you know which. Yeah,
but even if it's color-coded at the back, you know, which is what INEC says. Look, okay, well, we'll take that in. We'll hope so that maybe moving forward, when you're about to drop your ballot paper in the ballot box, that will happen. So the thing about these cubicles is that there are 2 points.
Yes, it's a back and forth.
So you can vote in front and then the other point to make it a little faster. So,
but I guess some don't have the ink.
Okay. Yeah, some don't place it.
That's the point.
On the table.
That's the point of casting their ballot. It seems to suggest it's on the ground there.
Wow.
On the floor. Certainly on the floor.
I think one of the things the INEC officials need to look into and maybe escalate is ensuring that they come alone to the cubicles. Regardless of who you are, you should go alone to the cubicle, because we have a situation where it seems to be rowdy.
It's very interesting.
We also hope they take that in.
All right, it's apparently he has cast his vote. It's 6 minutes 10 seconds.
Wow.
Time should stop.
Okay, so they had to place the ballot boxes on the floor. So what we will do, as you can see, the circumstances surrounding them, we'll attempt to squeeze out a word or two from him, our correspondent, who is right there at the moment.
Apparently.
Okay, well, he should be able to say a word or two concerning the process. But you know, the thing about all of this is that at this point, when they vote and they're all happy, they might tell you it looks really good, but subsequently, we're seeing some of them we can't. So we're hoping that it won't be the case this time. So we're hoping that with those messages will be it. But you know how these things are. It's usually fluid.
The presidential candidate of the PDP, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, at his ward, just casted his ballot, and seems to be making his way away from the area.
Can he escape the press?
There they are scampering to get to him. But the press, they always press. I mean, just to get the stories out and get the views of whoever it is. But the visuals are back again, and hopefully Larry Lasisi will be able to.
Come easy, I tell you. I don't envy him at this point.
Right now, I mean,
true.
Himself and
see
his.
if he can get a word. But it's always this kind of scenario, always chaotic. But just as you said, some of the things that INEC officials also need to take in to ensure that this is organized, because what it is, they know, the electoral officials know that they know the people, the personalities who, maybe the VIPs who will be coming to vote. It might not have been out of place if they put that into consideration.
And create enough space.
Yeah, so whoever is coming, since some of them in their capacity as electoral officials may not be able to ward all of this off. But now he's going to talk to the press. Not an easy thing to do.
I can't hear you. There is so much noise.
Okay.
What's the assessment of the exercise so far?
Well, so far so good. I am impressed with the turnout of people, and I hope the presiding officers or the electoral officer will be able to cope with the turnout. Abinda kawai ya bani ya kayatarwa shine mutane da yawa sun fito wannan zaben, kuma na fata za a yi zaben lafiya kuma gama lafiya. To kasa ni dan demokradiya ne ba kaman wasu ba.
Please, this is the second time you are as a presidential candidate. Now, what will be your reaction at the end of this election?
Well, I look forward to a successful transition. That's what I look forward to.
Thank you.
Will you be okay with the result, whatever way it is?
I am a Democrat.
Thank you.
Let's go.
She said,
candidate of the People's Democratic Party speaking about the process, saying he's satisfied thus far with what has gone on here. He's also said he's a Democrat. I think the question was, will you accept the result, whichever way it goes? And he had a very simple and short answer: I'm a Democrat. Well, that will come into play when the results are finally released later on, we expect. But from Yola here, from GIA 012 polling unit, this is Lanre Lasisi for Channels Television News.